Hey everyone. So today we're going to talk about pain. I'm going to take you through three moments in my life where I was in gut-wrenching mental and physical pain, and how I went from some of the lowest, most desperate moments of my life to achieving things that I never thought were possible. And then lastly, I'm going to teach you how to take your pain and your hurt and flip it on its head so that it will serve you on your journey to your highest and greatest good. So let's get started. So for the first moment that I will take you through was a little over 10 years ago. And I had a variety of health issues that were going on. My heart had completely failed a few years prior when my daughter was born. And I had a spinal issue from a car accident, which of course they throw you on pain medication, which just makes everything worse. And I was laying on the floor in the fetal position, crying my eyes out. And to tell the truth, I'm not a big crier. But at this time I was. And I didn't think that there was enough breath in my lungs to finish crying, let alone get up off the floor and be a good mother to the 3 children that I was pretty much the sole caretaker of. And everything hit me. From not feeling good enough to feeling weak, all of it. And I just so desperately wanted the pain to end. Spoiler alert, I did get myself up off that floor. And I told myself that I would just take it one step at a time, which at that point was a half an hour. That is what I told myself. You will take this 1/2 hour at a time, and you will handle whatever needs to be taken care of, and you'll just get through. So now I'm going to fast forward you to about 2.5 years ago. And I was in the middle of my second 100-mile ultra marathon. Now I'll remind you, I didn't think myself strong enough, good enough, or powerful enough to get up off the floor. The idea of completing a 100-mile ultra marathon, which I didn't even know existed, was far beyond what I ever thought was possible. But I was 93 miles in. And it was about 2:00 in the morning on my birthday. Actually, my birthday was the day before. So as of midnight, it transferred over to the day after my birthday. And both of my hips seized. And I was laying in a pile of mud. And the temperature had dropped significantly. And I couldn't get going fast enough to get my body temperature up. Like I couldn't walk normally, let alone get a runner's stride to me. So I'm laying in a pile of mud, 93 miles in, having 7 miles in front of me. And I so desperately wanted to quit. I just wanted it to end right there. Please, just let me quit. Let me finish this. I don't want to go any further. My daughter, who was 12 at the time, was with me. She was finishing, I think, her third 50. I'd have to look back. And I looked up at her. And I told myself the same thing that I said before, which is, you'll just take it one step at a time. And so the next 7 miles took me much longer than I would have wanted it to. I couldn't walk right, so I was kind of waddling through the course, but I made it through, which kind of takes me to my last point, which was the finishing of that second 100-mile ultra marathon. The first time, you kind of think it's a fluke. You just got yourself through. The second one, for whatever reason, was harder, more painful, and I hit the wall more. And so crossing that finish line again, crying my eyes out, thinking, this is one more thing that proves it. It proves that you're strong enough. It proves that you're doing it right, so on and so forth. So this is where I want to offer you some thoughts on what to do with your pain. You have gotten this far, and that unto itself is a huge accomplishment. Nobody tells us how difficult this life is really going to be. We all come into this world with flawed human parents. We all find ourselves in difficult and painful situations. We all have to deal with difficult and hurt human beings that injure us further. There's no class in school that tells you what to do when your brain is lying to you or teaches you what to do with heartbreak. But this is where we're given a choice. You can choose to be a victim of your pain and succumb to it, or you can choose to have a purpose to your pain and allow it to be a reason, a driving force that pushes you to that next great achievement. If you choose to focus your pain, there truly is no limit to what you can achieve. This is where it can serve us and can help us to get to that next step onto what our highest and greatest self really is. So I hope this served you well, and I hope you all stay well, my friends.